Australia. My name's Chris Tallantire and I'm very proud to represent WA Labor here today, and we've had an unfaltering opposition to commercial GM crops in Western Australia. It's our view that the long-term feeding trials have never been properly conducted. That's the thing that tells you whether or not GM crops are going to have an impact on human health. We've not seen as well the proper agronomic facts, really looking at it from a per hectare dollar point of view. What is really good for farmers? If somebody's got to pay a hefty licence fee, they've got to pay for lots of glyphosate, Monsanto's glyphosate, Roundup on their crops. If they've got to pay for all of that, what profit margin's really left for them? We also are opposed to this because of the potential for farmer to be pitted against farmer. We're opposed to the contamination that can occur so easily. We're also listening to what overseas buyers are saying to us. I've met with groups like the Sexuso group from Japan, the United Consumers Group, some 3 million consumers just represented by that single buyer, who said to us, WA, please, please, keep your GM-free status. Keep yourself a clean, green, GM-free country. And unfortunately, a Liberal government won office in 2008. And that Liberal government turned around and said, on the basis of one very flimsy policy that they took to the election that was written by just a couple of people, the most fragile of policy development processes, they won office and said that's enough for us to overturn Labor's excellent policy on GMs. Our ban was overturned overnight, and now we've got the genie out of the bottle when it comes to canola crops, commercial canola crops in Western Australia. But none of this makes any sense. If you go to any of our supermarkets and ask someone if they're looking for a GM product, you're not going to find anyone who's going to say yes. Every single person shopping in our supermarkets will buy a product because it's marked GM free, but they're never going to buy it because it's marked GM, and that's why all those food industry producers, they don't mark products if they've got GM in, but they do mark them when they're GM free. That tells you something. That's the best possible market intelligence we can have. And there you have it, the golden rule of marketing. Always produce what consumers want. We'd be crazy. We're crazy producing a product that consumers don't really want. That's breaking that golden rule of marketing. So, WA Labor, we will do what we can to make sure that there are no further commercial GM crops in Western Australia. But I have to warn you that we have 3 more sowing seasons between now and the next state election. So the risks are high, but we can do it if we keep fighting, keep strong. Rallies like this, and congratulations to all of you for coming along, we can make sure that Western Australia doesn't have further GM crops. And if we fight on, we'll make sure that people like Colin Barnett, they realise that their flimsy policy processes, they're not in the public interest. They only listen to the likes of Monsanto, the big corporates. That's all they're interested in serving. They're not interested in the general public interest. But you can be sure that the rest of us in the Parliament will make sure that the public interest is heard. Thank you.